I'm Sherri, and I'm with Sobriety First Sober Living, located in Aurora, Colorado.
Awesome. Let's do it one more time and just look at Bryce the whole time, okay?
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready.
I'm Sherri. I'm with Sobriety First Sober Living in Aurora, Colorado.
Perfect. Let's go, Bryce.
So
Whenever
give me
you're
the
ready.
sales pitch over the phone, like if someone calls, what are the requirements? What do you have? Do you have men and women?
So we have 10 houses located in Aurora, 5 male, 5 female. The requirements for our program is you have to come in with a clean UA. We have initial move-in fees. Most importantly for our program, you have to be willing to work a 12-step program. So it's mandatory that you do 30 hours of employment, school, or IOP, do your 90 and 90, and work on a weekly basis with a sponsor.
All right, great. So let's say you get a new person, they come in, they're coming out of treatment, they come into the house. We both know what that, what that's like. What happens? What do you try to steer them towards? Like what's going to be going on?
So the first thing that we do is initially get them in, get them to meet the girls in the fellowship that they're going to be a part of. Our program, it's really important to us to be all about compassion. Each person comes in with a different situation. We do our best to help them with whatever needs that they need. Whatever, I don't know, I'm stumbling right now.
No, you're totally
Okay.
good. Everything looks awesome on camera, so just keep it.
We do the best that we can to get them going with whatever they need, whether that be court stuff, if they're struggling financially, finding employment, finding meetings in the area, looking for a sponsor. We like them to come in with zero expectations. We are all about love, and we love loving them until they learn to love themselves again. So that's what's most important to us, is to get them a part of our family, get them comfortable, until they can kind of take off on their own from there.
Perfect.
That was a
That
great
was
line.
so good.
Yeah, that was good.
So good.
Yeah?
Love to love themselves again. Right, that was awesome.
Okay.
So,
I'm really nervous.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You look so good.
what's fun is, we know it's fun when we come in, it's drinking and doing drugs. We can't do that. But this is about learning to live life again. Right?
Sure.
And so talk about that.
So with all the different people in our houses, we have all different kinds of activities and hobbies that we can get them starting to enjoy life again. So we have musicians, we have athletes, we have moms that are trying to get with their children again, dads that are trying to get with their children again. We have people that are into getting their CAC license and want to pay back, and we can get them into schooling to do stuff like that. We do a lot of service. We go up to different treatment centers and volunteer and do presentations on sober living. What's that about? Because that's a scary step, to get out of a treatment center and not know what's next, and maybe your family won't let you come home. And so we can welcome them here and get them transitioned into a healthy lifestyle, kind of ease their anxiety before they leave that treatment center. So some of the things that we do is we have a softball team, we have a kickball team, we have a volleyball team. Like I said, we have a lot of musicians, so they get together and have jam sessions. We do holidays together. We just had a huge Easter egg hunt, which was super duper fun, put fun prizes in there for all of them. We get together and have game nights. I personally like to prank all the houses, so I'm the master of TP wars. And we try to let them have some fun. It's not all work. They gotta play too, and they gotta understand that living a life in sobriety, they get to do the things that they weren't able to do in their addiction. And they have the fellowship and the friends in their houses if they're having a bad day or a good day to do that with.
Let's restart that line right there. They have fellowship with their friends. Just restart that line with Bryce whenever you're ready.
Okay. They have the fellowship and friends in the houses that they're able to do all those fun things with. Whether they're having a good or bad day, they can come home and have that support. It's really important to us. We call ourselves a family. We don't consider ourselves a program. Even when they do leave our program, they stay involved, and it's important for them to be an alumni. And I think they receive the love here that they probably never had before, and the acceptance, and someone who finally understands what they've been through and where they're trying to go.
Fuck yes, it's looking so good.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
So
That's excellent. That's excellent.
I wouldn't repeat any of that. I think it's all good. I want to talk about Colorado.
Yeah.
In Denver.
Talk about Colorado?
The recovery community of Denver.
Okay.
And not the bushy people, the nice people.
Colorado is where I was born and raised. I absolutely love this state. I knew nothing but the streets and the people that I was active in my addiction with. Being on the other side now and seeing the recovery community, I would not change where I'm at for the world. I have met the most amazing people, selfless people, compassionate, just graceful people in my entire life. Colorado, I think, has one of the best recovery communities. It has so much to offer. Between the rallies in the summer, all the sports that they have, meetings everywhere. And then, they also offer a bunch of different fellowships. So it's not just specific on AA or NA or CA. They have all different kinds of meetings pretty much anywhere you go. If you get involved and you stay in the core of it, I just feel like the possibilities are endless. You know what I mean?
So start with that line one more time. Just say, I really believe that the possibilities are endless.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
I really believe that the possibilities are endless.
Fuck yeah. No, it's
Yeah?
good. Yeah. It's good. Rest what you got.
It's all good stuff, man.
I love Colorado.
This has been one of the best
So the challenge we run under Sober Living is they have those ones I was talking about. They put 8 dudes in a room, and there's using and drama and criminal activity and violence. Talk about the experience here as not, you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
You don't need to badmouth anything.
Sure.
We're just gonna be honest. Like, people have a bad view of Sober Living.
Right. Opening our program, one of the biggest challenges that we had to deal with was the neighbors and what they would think of opening a sober living house and having 8 or 10 or 6 addicts all in one home and the liability of that. As we've been operating for 4 years, the neighbors absolutely love us. You know what I mean? These guys give back, shovel their driveways, and there's no parties and there's no drugs. Us personally hold them very, very accountable. So we make sure that, they are in a safe home and there's no use in the homes. We do random searches, and that's on the staff. You know what I mean? That's what we open to do, is to give these guys structure and accountability. So we have plenty of staff and house managers that live at each site and help us look over that, so that, not only is the neighborhood protected, but also the person who's coming into the home knows that they're coming into a safe environment.
Talk about like 2 per bedroom.
Okay.
We make sure that our houses are very spacious, and maybe talk about, we have 2 living areas. We have rec in each house.
Okay.
We make sure that people are like right on top of each other, and that kind of comfortable homey feel.
Okay. So when we're looking for a home to open, we make sure there's plenty of room in the home for however many people that is gonna reside in it. Depending on the size of the room, sometimes there's 1 person, sometimes there are 2, but we definitely make sure that they're comfortable. We make sure that each house has a rec area, whether it be like ping pong or weightlifting or something like that. That way, even the clients from one home that maybe wants to go over and do a jam session with another, they can kind of have that little rec and a little, common area to hang out in, and just fellowship together. We make sure all of our houses have Wi-Fi, and printers and computers and cable. We want these guys to feel comfortable. What's most important to us is we want them to transition into a recovery lifestyle, but with dealing with everyday life. So we want it to feel like they're not coming into anything institutional. It is a home, and it's their home, and they chip in for the chores of it and take pride in it. And that's something that our company takes very, very seriously. So, yeah.
You've gotten so much good stuff. Sherri, I love you.
Did I do okay? I don't know what else to say.
Do you need anything?
I don't need anything. You killed it.
I killed it?
You literally